Just like in stories, authors will use imagery to create mood. In this introductory stanza, the narrator describes himself sitting and reading a book in a dreary midnight. We can see some of his other word choices. Distinctly, I remember, it was in the bleak December, and each separate dying ember wrought its ghost upon the floor. Often, fires can create images that are warm and cozy, but here he's describing dying embers and wrought its ghost. Word choice like this can also create mood. Startled at the stillness, broken by reply so aptly spoken. Doubtless, said I, what it utters is only its stock in store, caught from some unhappy master, whom unmerciful disaster followed fast and followed faster, till his songs one burden bore, till the dirges of his hope that melancholy burden bore, of never, nevermore. What this grim, ungainly, ghastly, gaunt, and ominous bird of yore meant in croaking nevermore. And we see many negative, melancholy words like broken, unhappy, unmerciful disaster, burden, dirges, melancholy burden, nevermore. Grim, ungainly, ghastly, gaunt. We can hear there the repetition of the sound ga. And sounds can also create mood. Alliteration is the repetition of consonant sounds at the beginnings of words and accented syllables. Fluid sounds, like M's and N's and L's, can create a fluid musical tone. However, plosives, like the T or D or P, or in this case G, can create an angrier, more negative mood. Prophet, said I, thing of evil, prophet still, if bird or devil, whether tempter sent or whether tempest tossed thee here ashore, desolate yet all undaunted, on this desert land enchanted, on this home by horror haunted, tell me, truly I implore, is there balm in Gilead? Tell me, I implore. Quoth the raven, nevermore. So we can see the repetition of the T sound and the D sound before that G sound, and that helps to create mood as well. We notice also that there's imagery. Here, he's begging the bird to tell him if there's balm in Gilead. Is there any hope for healing for him? Tell me, tell me, tell me. We hear that repeated because that creates that desperate mood. And of course, the raven answers nevermore. So that repetition can create mood as well. At the end of every stanza, we see a repetition of nothing more, evermore, and nevermore, over and over again. So we can see here at the end of each stanza, it's very similar. And at the end, the phrase, quoth the raven, nevermore, is repeated multiple times. Notice also the lining of those concluding lines. Only this and nothing more, nameless here forevermore. Later on, quoth the raven, nevermore. We can see that that last line is indented to emphasize that melancholy and desperate tone.